Ready to go in the first round. Phoenix beat Portland. Portland beat San Antonio 101 to 77. Looking very, very good with 23. And Phoenix with the miracle 100 to 93 at Philadelphia. So now it is Portland and Phoenix in Portland. A surprise and a shock as Portland will play Phoenix in not the Rose Garden, I think it's Memorial Coliseum. And they're one of the best fans in the entire league, and they are in here to see which one of these C. Davis, Nance, Lucas, and Adams versus Lever, Paxson, Nat Thompson, and Cooper. I really think in this game you gotta watch if Portland can get out to a big lead. Phoenix got into a big lead last time. When they got into a big lead, it was pretty much over, really. So we're about ready to go, and we're underway. Thompson over, and they bring it to Paxson. We're underway here in the first. It's Portland and Phoenix. The winner will go to the Final Four. They're going to play Boston. Paxson, Cooper, Lever. Paxson again, he'll fire a three and a miss. Cooper again will have it over to the side. Lever to Paxson. Here's Nat. Nat will be up, and it's no good, but he'll shoot to the foul side. I think Walter Davis.
First team foul.
Well, the thing is, Walter Davis needs to do a lot today. It's 1-0. Calvin Nat, and an early 2-0 lead. That's the thing that the Phoenix needs to do, is they need to hit their stars like Walter Davis. Larry Nance, baseline, up, no good. And here's Pat Lever the other way. Paxson will pull and hit. It's 4-0 Portland. And Lucas over to Macy now. 4-0 as we begin it. Larry Nance over to Lucas. Lucas over to Macy. Kyle Macy from the University of Kentucky has made it 4-2 now. Phoenix they can get hot, and they have at the end of the year. They got hot. And by doing that, there it is, Paxson, 6-2 Portland. By getting hot at the end of the year, Phoenix was doing well. It spilled over into Philadelphia. They had an early lead there and kept it. Now they're behind, 6-2. Macy will pull and hit. It's now 6-4. Cooper over to Paxson, and now they'll bring it down. Lever to Calvin Nat. Nat up and no good, and here's Walter Davis, the rebound. Davis to Macy, who misses, and the rebound, it's going to be up, and they turn it up and no good. Alvin Adams, and he can't have it. They can't tie it up. There we go. The job search. Well, Hanoi is out, but I have Cambodia, which is number 1 on me, and also another number 1 is Cameroon. There's a place in Cameroon that looks absolutely terrific. It's 8-4 and a timeout for Phoenix. I would love Cameroon or Cambodia. Those two, I really think that I got good chances at that possibly in this week. You get to save money there, which would be good. An 8-4 game as Portland leading Phoenix. So they're going to bring it over to Lucas. There's Nance. Davis to Macy. Macy looks. Macy will look over. He's got to try and do something. He'll fire a three and a miss. And Calvin Nat the rebound. They go to Paxson. Paxson to Pat Lever, who'll fire it and score. It's 10-4. Portland the favorite in this, but Phoenix, you can't count them out because of what they did to Philadelphia. Maurice Lucas, the turnaround, and it's 10-6. I mean, they are a team. Portland is a team. Nat up and no good, and here's Lucas again. Macy over to Walter Davis. Walter Davis to Macy. Over to Lucas. The shot is no good, and there's Lucas again. So Maurice Lucas. Yeah, the Hanoi job was filled today by actually a teacher at the school, but that was a Hail Mary job, and there's Cooper again up and no good. Like that was a Hail Mary job, and what I mean by that is it was a big time, it was a big job, but here's Paxson now. Paxson trying to get it down, they look inside. Paxson getting a screen, will fire and hit. 12-8, Portland leads Phoenix. Macy will bring it down. Macy to Nance. Over to Walter Davis, who has not been the best today. Kyle Macy, Lucas the screen. Macy will fire and miss. Here's Jim Paxson the other way to Lever. To Thompson, and he'll go to the line. Maurice Lucas with his foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
So I'm really close to those two jobs, and you know, it would have been nice. It's a good school, really, in Hanoi. The Dwight School later on, I would be happy to work for them, but it's got to be. I think it was a little too much. I'll tell you right now, in the timeout, 14-8. I think it was just basically, I mean, they had a lot riding on the position. And it's not like I've been a college counselor for 10 years and have all sorts of contacts and been able, I would have been malleable and all right, but I think it was too much of a risk. Whereas in Cambodia, I am a fit for that job. And for the Yuande job, I'm a fit for that. Nance over to Davis. He's going to try and take a look. Davis will fire and a miss. Thompson the other way. Here's Nat. Nat will pull it, and there it is, the foul. As it is now 14-8 and two shots there. Portland can double the Phoenix score early. And he misses one. Calvin Nat's got to be able to make it. Portland with the early lead. The Final Four, no matter who it is, will have two games where the Lakers and Celtics will be very much, there's Alvin Adams, will be very much the favorites. I mean, when I mean very much, I mean the Lakers will be favorites by about 25, and the Celtics will be favorites, I think, less. There's Paxson, what a move. Oh, what a move to Thompson, and he'll go to the line. Alvin Adams with the foul.
Personal foul, fourth team foul.
14-10 here in the first. Michael Thompson will hit it. Thompson would go later on and play for the Lakers. They are. This is a game, one of those tournament games when you have a set schedule that says, yeah, both the teams didn't even expect to be in the Final Four, but they just matched up like this. Cooper the steal. They want to bring it down to Lever. Lever nearing the line. Lever over to Paxson. Paxson to Lever. Over to Calvin Nat, who fires it in. 18-10. And just think, if I get the one in Cameroon, I will be closer, actually. Davis. And Walter Davis, it's 18-12. here's Lever again. Lever takes a look over to Thompson. Here's Lever. Calvin Nat. Nat fires, misses. Edwards the other way. Westfall. Westfall to Macy. Westfall actually coached the Suns into the 93 NBA Finals. Westfall and a miss, and there's Paxson the other way. Jimmy to Calvin Nat. Calvin, he loses it. Paxson fires and can't have it. Here's Macy, he'll push it over to Walter Davis. Will pull and miss. And Thompson again, here's Nat. Nat will pull and hit. It's going to be 20-12. A lot of scoring early. They're pushing it and trying to shoot early in the shot clock. Both these teams, they got run and gun teams. They do. Davis wants to pull from 15. It goes on the ground, and here's Calvin Nat. Over to Paxson. He'll lay it up and in, and he's fouled. They lead by 10 now. Jim Paxson. And now he's going to shoot one. There is, and the Cameroon is really a good job. I mean, that would be cool. It's an embassy school.
Assisted by Rod Foster.
We're going to take a look. There's a few of them going, and I'm telling you right now, this week is going to be crazy. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to put my thing. There's Edwards with the rebounds. 22-16. I'm putting it on my monitor here on my computer. Here's Jimmy. Over to Drexler. Drexler, one of the best sixth men in this entire game. I'd love to see Drexler versus McHale, and they go to Westfall. Westfall will pull and miss it. Oh, you know this, methadone for life. You're impressing me with the Yuande. Oh my goodness, that is good, and that's going to be a foul. You're impressing me every time I look, I swear. You've been in the business. I love learning about the fans here. There's Carr. It'll roll in. 23-16. And make it 23-16. Look at that hoop. It's very short. Here's White will bring in. Westfall. They want to get some baskets here. They're down by 7. Maurice will fire it up and no good. Calvin Nat with the rebound. He's more of a rebounder today. Might have double dribbled. Drexler is in, and they miss. And here's Edwards the other way to White. White will bring it down. White looking. White again, over to Edwards. No. And Norris will take a look, and Drexler the other way. Drexler, Carr, and a foul.
Second personal foul.
23-16. Carr and 24-16. Make it 25. We kind of knew that with a minute 18 to go. You got to be incredible when you see this game. It's a fast-pushing Portland team. They're looking really hot in the playoffs. They blew out the Spurs. Edwards, and they put it in. Of course, they've been the home team for both of them. I think, if anything, the Blazers are a big third. Piatkowski, there is Paxson. No, it'll be jumped out, and Foster will go. Should be an easy 2. And he's fouled from behind. Well, the next run and gun will be the 2002 season, assuming I get one of these two jobs. That'll be really good. 43 seconds. And here they go. Foster will hit one. 25-19. Foster again will make it 25-20. We'll have a 2-minute break as I go out to put logs on the fire. I really think this week is going to be a crazy week. Paxton, Jimmy. And it's 27-20. I think it will be. I mean, I was taking a lot of trips and all that. Oh yeah, Westfall hits. 27-22. I like this style right now. It'll be under 20, but they gotta shoot. Paxton rides it in, puts it in. It's a 7-point lead again. White will bring it up for the final shot. 29-22. White will go around. White will have a look. Here's White who wants to go to Edwards with 1 second. And the miss. At the end of the first quarter, it's Portland 29-22. They lead a good first quarter. A very good one. We're going to have about a minute break as I put more logs on the fire. And after this, you're going to enjoy the stats as a good one for Portland. They're looking like they might challenge. Wouldn't that be something? Portland and LA in the finals. I mean, I don't think there's any way New Jersey will have it. And here we go. We're going to take a look right now, the team stats. We'll be back in a minute. There's already 8 fouls in the first quarter. I feel very lucky that I have 2 really good jobs lined up. 29-22 as we're about ready to go to the second quarter. Phoenix is a team I really feel that they need a few baskets early. It could be a little bit too much. Maurice Lucas. Oh, look at this and a foul, and he'll go to the line. That'll be on Jim Paxton. Finally, Phoenix. I mean, it was 7-1 in fouls. Phoenix had 7. Portland at 1, and that was the difference, 29-23. But you can't say, oh, the ref's home. You can't say that they've been pounding the ball inside. Maurice will hit both, and it's 29-24. They're hitting the inside, and that's the thing that you need to see. Valentine. Paxton over to Drexler. He hits one of the best 6th men. And if Portland wins, they're going to play McHale versus Drexler. That'll be a big matchup. Westfall wants to do something. White wants to start circling it around. Foster a 3. And it rolls in. It's a 3-pointer, a rare 3-pointer. It's 31-27. This game is becoming very good. Jimmy. Wants to take a look against Westfall. Jimmy, no. He had the mismatch. Maurice Lucas the rebound. Here's White. White is up and in, and Phoenix is coming back. They are coming back. It's 31-29. No timeout. Paxson. Over to Valentine. Drexler again. Drexler will fire and miss. Edwards will go around, and here they go to White. White, no. Drexler over the other way. Here's Paxson. Paxson fires and straddles it in. 33-29. Foster to Lucas. Lucas. Foster to Edwards. Got it. 33-31. Paxson pulls and hits there. I mean, my goodness, it's back and forth. This is probably the most offensive game. Not offensive, but offensive so far in the playoffs. Usually you have spurts, but then there's Edwards can't hit it. Norris the rebound to Valentine. Here's Paxson. Over to Drexler. No. And Maurice the rebound. He's being incredible today. White. Foster. To Maurice. Oh, yeah. 35-33. Drexler to Valentine. Oh, there's the slam. It's by Clyde Drexler. 37-33. Over to Lucas. And the foul. Jim was solid. He was. They both played their roles well, and Maurice to shoot two. Phoenix crawling back. And they make one. I'm going to say, yeah, I think they're both going to score 100. Usually you can't tell by the end of the first because when the subs go in, the scores go down. But right now, the subs are keeping this pace up. 37-35. Lever, it's actually harder to score with the 20-second shot clock. What a pass to Carr. Oh, my goodness. It's actually harder to score at the 20-second shot clock because after your second pass, you got to kind of do something with it or throw it up. Foster, Maurice over to Scott. See, this is why I said it's the third pass. Edwards, who got it. I think we had one where it was 100 by both teams. It's an early game. Lever to Paxson to Drexler. Lever, I think it was Houston and Denver. I got to check that one. Foster now, they want to get it inside. What a move and a miss. I got to check though. I'll check at the end of the game. Lever. Oh, it's into Jimmy. Jimmy knows it. That's exactly what they wanted. It's 41-37. Here in Portland, a tough game. They know. Here's Maurice Lucas, and one. Oh my goodness. Maurice Lucas.
Maurice Lucas, shooting one.
Find the lanes. No shot.
So Maurice Lucas now. Here's Lever. Nat. Over to Paxson. Up and in. And a timeout by Phoenix. They want to talk about this. This is the run and gun, and I'm hoping that Boston and Los Angeles, if they were to play, would end up like this. Portland 43, Phoenix 39. As they'll bring it in, we even had a three-pointer by Foster. An incredible game so far. Edwards pulls and misses. Thompson to rebound, and here's Calvin Nat. Nat again, Nat over, now will pull and miss. Rebound Cooper to Nat. Over to Jimmy. Jimmy gets it into Cooper. Will pull and miss there. Alvin Adams the rebound. Foster to Walter. Walter Davis to Foster. Walter can't get the shot off. And they need to. Here's Walter over to Alvin. Foster will pull and hit. It is a 2-point game now. Phoenix, it was more defensive when they played Philadelphia, which is surprising me. Philadelphia was a very defensive basketball game. Calvin Nat will miss. Thompson will slam it in. 45-41 now. And Portland has a lead here in a second. Foster, oh, what a pass to Alvin Adams. Alvin Adams up and at him, and they make it a 2-point game again. 45-43. A well-defensed game. This is a half-court offensive game. There's Fat Lever, and it rolls in. 47-43. Fat Lever is doing well. It's just the openings. They try and double Edwards. Edwards will get it out to Walter. He's the only missing piece. Walter will pull and miss. He's having a hard day. Cooper over to Lever. All the way down to Paxson. Jimmy. Over to Lever. Paxson will pull and hit it. It's now 49-43, a 6-point game. Phoenix became close and Portland just pulled it over. Alvin Adams to Davis. No. And Thompson again over to Lever. Over to Thompson, and he puts it in. Edwards 51-43. As Portland leads by 8. Foster to Alvin Adams. Adams to Foster. Foster to Edwards, who's up and in. Wanted to try and get up, and they did. It's 51-45. Phoenix has 3 subs wanting to come in. Calvin Nat wants to take a look one-on-one against Walter. He'll go up and he misses. That's Nat again. It's up and he'll shoot 2. Walter Davis the foul. That'll be his first, so the earlier foul in the first wasn't on him. Calvin Nat, it's 52-45. And Calvin Nat, 53-45. Here in a second, and here's Foster now. Foster over to Lucas. Adams to Nance. They look over, and the shot, he hits it. That's going to be finally Walter Davis. With 2.5 to go. Walter Davis. Here's Fat Lever. Fat Lever trying to go one-on-one to Michael Thompson. There's the foul, and he'll go to the line. That's a Maurice Lucas. His third, and he's got to get out of the game. Thompson will miss one. They redo everything, 53-47.
James Evans. 2 minutes remaining in first half. 2 minutes.
The score 56-53. Portland leads. What a game. Jim Paxson, 22 points and 3 assists. I don't know if they can keep this pace up. I really, really feel that this is going to be a unique thing. Lucas will bring it over to Macy. Macy will look over, and here they go. Kyle Macy. Over, looking, here's Macy, will pull, and miss. Thompson the other way to Calvin Nat. Nat over to Paxson. Was 22 in the first half, 11 of 17. Paxson got to give it out. Nat to Lever. Lever will fling it up, no good, and here's all those misses. Davis will pull and in. And it is a 1-point game now. I can't believe it's a 1-point game. Calvin Nat. Nat over to Cooper. No. And Lucas over the other way to Macy. Here's Davis. To Macy. Kyle, and there's going to be a foul. Phoenix can take the lead. Macy will shoot 2 and they can take the lead. Kyle Macy. He misses 1. Here's the second. Macy got it. 56-56, and Calvin Nat again. Here's Lever. Paxson over to Calvin Nat. He'll get it in. It rubs in. It's 58-56. Macy over to Adams. Lucas. Oh, look at this. That's easy for Maurice Lucas. 58-58. And Paxson will bring it up. Jimmy Paxson. Paxson to Thompson, easy here. 60-58. Phoenix, they want to get the lead, and they're not getting the lead. They want to get it, though. Macy to Nance. Want to try and tie it up. Macy again. Macy to Davis. Davis will pull and hit. And it's 60-60. Timeout, Portland. Their first one they've used all day. As we go. Here's Paxson. Jimmy's fouled. Oh, and look at Lucas holding on to him. So 60-60 here in the third, and there's Paxson will hit one. Yeah, Davis is really starting. Edwards will come in. Edwards has been a real good player. Portland started off the game very big. Up very big. They led by 10. Phoenix has clawed their way back, tied it. It's a 2-point Portland game. Nance to Adams, and he'll go to the line. That's going to be on Michael Thompson. I remember his fight in the 77 NBA Finals. Adams will hit one. 62-61. Adams again, and he missed it. Here's Calvin Nat. Calvin to Paxson. Over to Lever. Lever to Paxson again. Calvin Nat will hit. 64-61. 9 minutes to go here in the third. Macy. Davis over to Edwards. Pushes it over and up and no good. Cooper will go the other way to Lever. Here's John Paxson. No good, and Nance the other way. Nance to Davis, who misses. Slam dunk. Edwards puts it in, and Phoenix now down by 1. Paxson. Paxson again. Paxson is down, and Nance the steal. They can get the lead. Walter, he's red hot, and now Phoenix finally has a 1-point lead. Remember, against Philadelphia, they had a big lead, and then they held Philadelphia off many times. Now Phoenix has come back. Portland was trying to do a Phoenix to Phoenix. Lever scores! A 1-point lead now. They let Edwards get down, and now it's a 1-point game. Macy. Macy again to Davis. They go to Edwards. Edwards again up and no good, and here's Thompson the other way. They push it to Jimmy. Jimmy, no. Nance. Nance will fire it down. Here's Walter Davis. Davis to Macy. They want to go to Nance. Nance. Up and in. It's 67-66. Paxson. Jimmy and a foul. That's the third, and any beyond that, they'll be shooting the penalty. Cooper. Be back to Lever, over to Nat. Well, that was the third personal, not the third team. Calvin Nat, one-on-one. Nat will pull from 15 and miss. Here's Edwards, and Phoenix wants to make their biggest of the day. Walter Davis. They go to Macy. Macy again, opening up and no good. Cooper, he couldn't get up by 3. Calvin Nat. Nat over to Jimmy. Jimmy to Lever. Lever scores! And Portland to lead. Only Houston, Boston has been better. Houston and Boston have been really good. Here's Macy. Macy over to Nance. Over to Davis. Davis looking. Davis, no. And Carr the other way, all the way down to Paxson. Calvin Nat over to Lever. Matt Lever. And Lever again. Lever over. Paxson, no. And Edwards again will go. Macy will fly down. Walter Davis to Kyle Macy, and he can't have anything. This is where the teams are missing right now. They're both missing open shots. And rebounds, Jimmy, no. This is where the game slows down scoring. Can Phoenix get back to lead? Larry to Kyle Macy. Macy over to Davis, and they go to Larry Nance. Larry scores. 69-68. Larry Nance now will bring it down 69-68. Lever again. Lever. Calvin Nat over to Paxson will fire it up and in. Again, Portland with the lead. Back and forth. An unbelievable game. They go to Larry. Larry against that. He can't fire it. Davis again to Macy. Macy will fire and miss it. Here's Carr. Carr the other way to Nat. Can Nat just pull right now? He doesn't. Paxson, 70-69. Yeah, they are slowing in his scoring. Lever, good defense against Macy, no good. Alvin Adams a rebound, and here's Dance. Larry, and that's going to be knocked away. Wow, this is like a hockey game. 1 goal every 10 minutes. Matt Lever. Lever to Carr. Pulls and hits. 72-69. And Adams over to Macy, and it's 3 minutes to go here in the third. A timeout. What a game. Four seconds to go. White. Edwards over to Foster. Right defensively. Here's White. Pulls and misses. Rebound, Calvin Nat came down between 2 Phoenix Suns. Yeah, defensively, it's getting tough. Valentine in a hard foul. That's Kyle Macy with the foul. So now they're going to shoot 2. Portland wants to go up by 5. Valentine, it's been a while since Phoenix has scored. Valentine makes both. 74-69. It has been a while since Phoenix has scored. Foster. Edwards on the outside. They got to go to Nance or somebody. Foster over to Edwards and a foul. Oh, almost. And that's going to be 2 shots here. Edwards will hit one, 74-70. And how about one more? Hits it 74-71. Drexler will come down. Carr, no good there, and here's Larry Nance. I don't know, the Suns right now are coming back. There's under 2 minutes. Every foul is a shooting foul. They go to Nance, and there's a foul there on Calvin Nat. Calvin Nat, 74-71. And he'll hit that, 74-72. And 74-73. Under 2 minutes to go. You're right, it has really ratcheted up. Calvin Nat trying to go through the middle. Nat over to Lamb. Out to Drexler, and they got Valentine. The end of the third, I'm going to put more logs on the fire. Valentine will hit. So we'll pause it for a minute. And it's 76-73. What a game. Foster over to Edwards. Larry Nance scored that. 76-75. Valentine over, looking. Carr. No. And here's White the other way. White will take a look under a minute. They can take the lead. There's Dan, scores, and Phoenix has the lead. They're playing 2 different styles of UMP Philadelphia and Portland on the road. Boston's got to be looking at this going, well, it's no guarantee we're beating the Lakers. Nat, maybe, Nat, and a foul on Larry Nance. He'll shoot 2. So now 2 shots for Calvin Nat, and he will miss 1. 77-76, and it's tied at 77 with 30 seconds to go. In the third, here's Foster over to Pittman. Edwards. What a move, Edwards trying to go in. Foster again will pull and hit. Phoenix by 2. Remember, they led by 3 earlier on as their biggest lead. Valentine will bring it down. Valentine, 5 seconds to go. Valentine, 3 seconds. They go to Drexler. No. Wow. Oh, my. At the end of 3 quarters of play, the score, 79-77. Now, give me a couple minutes, take a look at the team stats, and I'll be back. They're shooting near 50%. The free throws are good. Lots of fouls, well, 21 fouls. There's going to be a lot of them coming up. The Phoenix Suns have their biggest lead. I thought they led by 3. They never did. So now we're going to take a look, but give me a minute. I'm going to put some logs on the fire. 79-77. As we're about ready to go to the fourth quarter, just unbelievable. Remember, that's the run and gun tournament. If I get one of these jobs, we'll do this again. Now, of course, next year, of course, with college football, and we're going to make those sort of divisions whenever I get if I get shipping there. If I go to Cambodia, same thing. But we're about ready to go, and we're ready to go for the fourth quarter, and here's Paxson. Paxson looking. Here's John Paxson. Paxson will look over. Paxson. Jimmy Paxson has tied the game at 79 now. How about those 15-seeded Phoenix Suns? The question is, will the 15-seeded Phoenix Suns, will they keep the miracle going on? Edwards to White. White again through the middle. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. That's Drexler on him is first, and I'm telling you right now, here's White, and he'll hit it. Phoenix by one. They're the 15th seed. They beat Philadelphia in a miracle in a tournament where there's not many upsets. Will Phoenix keep this going? And they hit it again. I mean, if you win at Philadelphia and at Portland, the Celtics are not going to take that for granted. 81-79. Valentine looking to go in. They got Jimmy. Jimmy takes a look. Jimmy Paxson up and no good. And there's Carr up and a foul. And a foul on Edwards. Here's Kenny Carr now. Kenny will hit 181-80. Here in the fourth. Kenny Carr, it is silent. And no, it's out, and Pittman the rebound. Here's White now. First minute gone. 2-1 in the quarter. Foster to Pittman, and here's Edwards, who's been good all game, and he's fouled. So Piotrowski with the foul. James Edwards, 18 points, 2 assists, but many, many rebounds. He's been doing well ever since Maurice Lucas has been out of the game. Edwards hits it 82-80. Edwards now. Got it. It's 83-80. 10:52 to go. Here's Paxson. We'll bring it up. Jimmy looking. Piatkowski over. Here's Jimmy. Piatkowski. It's up and in. The bench mob, I'll have to remember that. Yeah, Walter Davis got to be back in. No reason to ice down in the locker room when you're hot. Here's Edwards. Like the Globetrotters. Oh my goodness, what a play by Edwards. And Phoenix has a 3-point lead. Their biggest of the day. They lead 85-82 now. Jimmy against Westfall. That was easy. Gets his own rebound. They kick it out to Clyde. Will pull and hit. It's 85-84 now. Under 10 minutes to go. White will bring it down. White over to Pittman. No. Carr again. They bring it to Drexler. Over, and that's going to be a turnover. A little sloppy there. Westfall trying to make it 3 again. Foster. Westfall, yes. And that's Paul Westfall, 87-84. Here in the fourth quarter. Here's Paxson. No. Rebound. Piotrowski almost and won it. James Edwards with the foul. Big Bubba Edwards there. And It is 87-84. Piotrowski will hit one. 87-85. 9 minutes to go. Piotrowski. 87-86 here in the fourth. Westfall will bring it down. Here's Westfall. Over to Pittman. They want to take a look to Edwards, who's been hot all day. Edwards and a miss. Piotrowski over to Lever. Lever over to Paxson. They'll take a look to Drexler, who'll hit it up and in. 88-87, and now Portland is coming back. They lead by one. Is this going to be a tidal wave, or will Phoenix hold on to a Westfall? And he's fouled. No, it's on the rebound. So Portland will get the ball. Kenny Carr fell down. And he got there by being fouled. 88-87. Here's Lever. Lever to Kenny. Over to Lever. Over to Paxson. Paxson, no, rebound out of bounds.
Phoenix ball.
Davis to Foster. Davis. He'll look down, Davis. Davis over to Foster again. Here's Pittman, and he's fouled there, and that's a big one. That's on Kenny Carr.
13 foul. At the line for the Suns.
88-87 with 7:49 to go. Pittman, and he misses one. So they got everybody in, including Walter Davis, who I'm staring at midcourt. And they're going to hit it 88-88 at timeout. Tied game, 7:49 to go. It's almost like it's overtime now. We'll bring it down. Here's Paxson. It's a different game. You're right. Sometimes you get these and it's just Lever for three. Go! Lever hit a three. Each team has a three-pointer. That's incredible. They said, all right, they're going to shoot it. It's 91-88. Those kind of shots are the things that turn games over. And here's Drexler. Drexler over to Paxson and inside. It's now a 5-point game. That three-point shot is just absolutely the killer for Phoenix. Phoenix is right now just absolutely down. Nance, Carr, they want to hold it down a little bit. Macy, they got to give it to Walter. Macy will fire, no good. And Nance the rebound. They bring it out to Nance. They got to get it over to Walter, who does, pulls and hits. It's 93-90. He's been hot, but he's coming off the bench. They needed that. That offensive rebound was huge. They don't get that. We haven't seen Maurice Lucas in a long time. I think Edwards is playing that well. Lever. Oh, he's hot. It's 95-90. That three is unbelievable. Westfall. 95-90. They want to get it in. They go to Alvin Adams. I don't even know who this guy is. Adams trying to take that's Vanderhoven was guarding him. And it is 95-92. Paxson. Jimmy. I don't want this thing to end. Jimmy again. Jimmy blocked. And Alvin Adams in here. They go to Westfall to Kyle Macy. He'll go up and over and no good. And here's Pat Lever. Drexler. Paxson, what a block. by Alvin Adams. There's so many points in this game. Macy now. They're going all out. And a steal. Kenny Carr. Drexler. The lever to Paxson. Up and it is good. Westfall will put a 97-92. Val Lever, 15 points. And here's Macy. Macy over to Walter. Walter to Macy. Over to Westfall. Westfall will pull, and I thought it was going to make it. They could make it 7 now. Wide open, it's up and in. It's a 7-point game. Phoenix is in danger of just getting blown away. They're 15th seed, and right now, they're looking like this could be the end. Larry Nance. And he'll go to the line. I think that's it. I think that he is fouled out. And Nance. Here's Maurice Lucas now. In for Westfall. Maurice will end this game. Nance needs this shot. Alvin Adams, and 94. And Alvin Adams down 94, and Thompson will go the other way. Here's Lever. Again to Paxson. Here's John Paxson. What a move. They go to Lever. Will fire and score! 101-94 with under 3 minutes. They got to hurry. Under 2, the clock will stop on a basket. But all those seconds matter now. Macy and into Nance. He needed an and one. Could have made it a 4-point game. But it is 7 and now 2 for Nance. He'll make 1. 101-95. Nance 101-96. 2:42 to go. Thompson over to Lever. Lever. Big time. They go to Cooper. Calvin Nat hits. Clutch. They're almost there. Portland is almost there. Phoenix is hanging on only by a thread. Walter Davis. Walter on a move. Baseline. Walter hits. 103-98. And there's going to be less than 2 minutes to go. At 103-98. Paxson. They would love a 3-point game. Paxson will pull and miss it. Alvin Adams again, and here they go on a run. Here's Walter Davis. Walter, they go up, and what a slam by Larry Nance. He's got to get by Paxson, 32-13. It's now down to 3. Lafayette will go, 103-100. There's your answer, methadone for life. It's 103-100. Here's that. Now to look to Paxson. No! And Alvin Adams again. Here's Macy. They want to pull it down to Larry Nance. Nance, a little over to Kyle Macy. Macy will take a look. Macy over to Nance. Nance will pull and hit it. It's 103 to 102 with 1:11 to go. An unbelievable game here. Here comes Pat Lever, had a 3 earlier. A set shot 3. They go over to Nat. Nat will be up, no good. Here's Macy again. Macy to the near side. There's Walter. Walter to Macy. Lucas to Davis. Can they take the lead? Here's Davis. Over to Larry Nance. Lucas. He won't shoot. Nance, they got to get it to Walter. He does. He'll pull and miss. And Cooper with 35. They got to play it out now. Lever. It's a 1-point game. They go to Paxson. A huge possession. 25 to go. Paxson against Walter. Paxson again will drive to Lever. A 3. No. And here they go. A timeout from Phoenix. This is it. It could be the game. They're down by 1 with 19 seconds to go. 16 seconds. I'm going to say Walter Davis. So here we go, 103 to 102. Here we go. 103 to 102, and Alvin Adams will bring it out to Macy. Here we go. They're going for the final shot. This is to win. Macy with 7. Macy's going to try and win the whole thing. Macy can't get in. They got to do something. They go to Nance. Oh, and that's got to be it. Not the shot that they wanted, and the game ends, and Portland wins. 103 to 102. I thought that they would go in a little earlier, and they didn't. Macy had it out. I thought they could have used another timeout to set something up. Walter Davis did not get a handle on that last shot, and you look at everything, my goodness. Not the shot they wanted. And the game ends 103 to 102. Wow, look at that. What a shot there. And Paxson, what a basket there, back and forth. What an incredible Phoenix. We'll take a look right now. Portland will play out Boston, New Jersey at LA. And when you take a look at that, second quarter was good, third was good, fourth was good. Jim Paxson, 32 with 13 assists, 2 rebounds. Michael Thompson, a double-double there. So you see this. Cooper, 10 rebounds, no points. 6 fouls for Kenny Carr. On the other side, the Suns, Edwards. A double-double, 22 points, 13 rebounds. And you take a look all the way down. A few with 4 fouls, but when you look at this, both near 50%, 103, 102, your final. Threes, 1 of 6 and 1 of 7. A lot of free throws. On the day, the turnovers, there were 8 total, so that means 3 in the fourth quarter. There were 30 total fouls, so up there a little bit. The Suns had a 3-point lead. That was it. They could have done it, but they didn't. And that'll be the game as Kyle Macy just dribbled, and I think Maurice Lucas didn't get it. They didn't get to... they didn't get what they needed, and that was it. 103 to 102, your final. The Lakers will host New Jersey. Boston will host Portland. And Boston will host Portland first. And the Lakers will host New Jersey second. So Boston, Portland will be the big game there. And, wow, I think we're going to do hockey tomorrow. And then Monday night, we're going to do Boston, Portland, the Final Four. Wow. And I'll have a lot more on the job hunt search, and right now I got 2 opportunities. One in Cambodia, which looks good, and one in Uganda, Cameroon, which really looks good. Both those look good, and I feel very blessed that I'm going to be maybe in a school like those. You know, that would be incredible. All right, have a great day, and I will see you all later.